Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Destiny 2 Forsaken video. And in this video, as always, I want to bring you guys the guide on how to complete this week's Ascendant challenge. We are now in week 6, it is another new challenge this week. So I want to give you guys a quick rundown of everything you need to know, because this week's one is probably one of the most challenging ones so far. So if you do enjoy this, you do find it helpful, then like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions. But to begin with, what you first want to do is of course go to Petra and pick up the bounty. Make sure you have a tincture of Queen's Foil as well. And you then want to head over to, I believe you pronounce it Re-Sylvia, and you want to go to the Chamber of Starlight Lost Sector. The description for this week's Ascendant challenge reads Starlight, Starbright, first untruth she'll craft tonight. Now what you want to do is of course work your way through the Chamber of Starlight Lost Sector. You can of course see the general flow of it here, but if you guys go over to the location marked on the map, you then work your way through, and when you get to the first big open room up on the back where the snipers are, that is where you'll find the portals. Jump in there and you then begin. Now this one here in itself is actually pretty long as well. Essentially what this Ascendant challenge will have you doing is working your way through this entire passage. It's basically like a long climbing staircase. I guess you could kind of call it like a gauntlet, because along the way there'll be a ton of enemies, there'll be shriekers, there'll be Ascendant eyes, there'll be taken boopers, if you want to call them that, basically the things that will try and push you off the platforms and push you off the walls. There'll be taken phalanxes, there'll be the big Ascendant knights, and basically it's throwing absolutely everything at you. But the main focus here, what you can do if you are a higher power level, is you can actually bypass a large portion of the enemies. I've basically ran through this entire thing, not killing a single enemy, until I got to the very end where I actually had to do some killing. So if your power level is high enough, you can do that. If it's not, then I would probably recommend taking your time and killing the enemies as you go. But what you want to do is work through and follow the path you'll see in this video. I'm going to let the entire run play out so you can actually just sort of see how it plays out. Basically what you're doing is you're following the path. It's pretty self-explanatory. There don't appear to be branching pathways. It seems to be one pretty obvious route. So you follow it all the way, you'll then pass some more enemies, you'll work your way up some staircases, you'll essentially get to a point at the top of the staircase where you'll see a glowing orb, and it will then lead you across some jumping platforms. In a very similar vein to the one from last week, some of those platforms then begin to rotate, so you of course need to be careful when you're jumping across, and as you are jumping across there will also be some Ascendant eyes you need to take out. But then when you get to the very final platform, an Ascendant knight will spawn, there will be a shrieker, and there'll of course be some general adds that are around there. Now you can take out the shriekers if you want to give yourself a bit of breathing room, but they do respawn, so generally speaking they shouldn't be your focus. The main thing here is simply to take out the Ascendant Knight. Now, one thing I will say is definitely make sure you take out the taken phalanxes. I got up to this platform probably about 3 times, and I was trying to do the typical thing where you stand on a high platform and you snipe the knight, but in the process I got booped off by the taken phalanxes and had to do the whole thing again. So definitely don't ignore or forget those ads, especially the phalanxes. But generally speaking, once you get to the final platform, all you need to do is take out the knight, and upon doing that, you will complete the Ascendant challenge. So in terms of actual objective complexity, it's pretty straightforward. Kill the knight, win the challenge. But the actual path to getting there is probably one of the more challenging ones we've had to date. It's pretty cool, but at the same time, it is also pretty hectic. All the knights you see prior to the final platform, you don't have to worry about killing them. You'll see some early on. Some of them will spawn as soon as you drop in, and there'll be ones about midway through. They'll spawn without the helmet, so basically they're the running ones. If you have headphones on, you can hear them running behind you. That's really unnerving, but either way, that's it. So load in, run to the end, climb the staircase, cross the platforms, kill the knight, complete the challenge. That's all you need to know. Hopefully you guys find this helpful. If you have any other questions, drop them down below, but otherwise be sure to keep it locked for much more Destiny 2 content. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to check out some more awesome stuff from us here at Arekkz Gaming, then you should definitely try to catch 269 and Paradise Central streaming 6 days a week. You can find a link to the multi-stream in the description box down below. They play a wide range of games, and what's more, we also have the Endgame store. By watching their streams, you earn currency, and you can redeem that currency on the Endgame store for really cool prizes. Those can range from things like games, comics, and figures, all the way up to controllers, capture cards, and even consoles. So definitely drop by and become part of the community. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you're subscribed and be sure to click on that little bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss our next upload. You can watch more videos by clicking on the options here, but once again, thanks very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.